by side they stick together to uphold the Magpies' name. See the barricades are shouting as all barricades should. Oh, the premiership's a cakewalk for the good old Collingwood. Shouting as all barricades should. Oh, the premiership's a cakewalk for the good old Collingwood.
Righto, g'day everyone, welcome back to another live watch on the channel. Got a beauty here tonight. Oh, sorry, the score's wrong, man. Let me just try to fix that up. Yeah, hope everyone's going well. Got a beauty here tonight, Friday night footy for round 17. The Bulldogs versus the Pies. Bulldogs currently sitting just outside the top 4. And as for the Pies, they're sitting beautiful up at first. Only 2 losses for the year. They look like the side to beat, I guess you can say, heading into, well, obviously this whole year. So yeah, can the Doggies at home try and knock them off their perch? Look, the last few weeks, I feel like at times Collingwood have looked a little bit beatable from time to time, but they are still the benchmark of the comp. So yeah, it's a big test for the Doggies, but I am going to be backing in the Pies for this one. I think just like my tipping video, I think they are really strong in many areas to get this job done. You know, their ball movement last week was superb. Midfield's been pretty strong too, but the outs are a bit of a pain for the Pies, I think. You know, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿 a big out. Of course, let's not forget the big man of Brandon Maynard is a bit of an out as well. So that could hurt them a little bit. But yeah, it's just what Bulldogs will turn up, because I feel like in the midfield they can be a dominant side with their pressure and their contested game. And if they can really, you know, pick out their targets well tonight, I feel like they're a good chance. Because that's where they've been lacking a bit, their efficiency in their forward half. So yeah, should be a ripper tonight. Obviously, Scott Penderbury, he's a few disposals away from breaking Robert Harvey's record, I think, for the all-time disposals record or something. So that's going to be sensational. Obviously, one of the more underrated players of all time, or of the 21st century. Penderbury, he's been a class and consistent player across his whole span of his career. So that should be great to see. But yeah, hopefully everyone's going well in the chat. Deckers, Jetta, Brandon Money, Playlist Guy, Theo, Godric, good old Bibby Jibby, Ant. Hopefully all you lot are going well. yeah, obviously last night's result as a Swans man, obviously very not ideal at all. Pretty poor second half, so hopefully we can, yeah, these are probably a bit too more quality sides to watch, so I don't know, it could be a high scoring game because both teams have to put on a good score and they're up and about, so we'll see. But yeah, ran 8 minutes or so to the first bounce. But this is big for the Bulldogs, I personally feel, though, because the top 4 is pretty clear, and then there's a bit of a gap. And you probably say Adelaide, but who's the next best team outside the top 4? I mean, the ladder says St Kilda, but, the Bulldogs are around the mark, and the Crows are too, and, still the Dons and maybe the Cats, with a few of their fixtures, they can really move up the ladder, and, the Tigers now in a good spot. So yeah, it's going to be a one to watch really, and I think if the Bulldogs get up here, they're a really good chance for top 4. You do feel, and it speaks a lot about the D's. If they drop their game against the Saints tomorrow night, they could drop out of the 4 potentially. So yeah, this season I think in general's been really even, really even between 5th and 15th. There's only really a 2 or 3 game difference. So there's a lot of slim margins. So it's a really obscure and weird season when you really think about it. But yeah, it's been really competitive and really even. Even though the top 4 is pretty much the clear best and a gap, and then the bottom 2's the clear gap. You probably add in Hawthorn as the bottom 3, but they've shown some good results. But yeah, been a really weird and unusual season, and that's probably safe to say. Do you think you can still make finals? I mean, obviously mathematically still possible. So obviously still a chance, but I mean, I can't see it anymore. Like we can't play good enough for full 4 quarters. We can't beat opposition that are above us on the ladder. I think there's just something mentally wrong with our side this year. Like we can't wrestle back momentum. Ever since, every time in that second half where we just let it slip, we can't get back into games, and we seem to lack a lot of composure when it matters, and yeah, just drop it at the death like we've done multiple times this year. So yeah, I think that's probably us done. And look, it was always gonna be hard anyway. I think Adelaide, Geelong, Essendon around the mark. Still Gold Coast probably. I don't know. They're probably more the better looking teams for finals there. Still feeling really flat. Yeah, obviously, same with me, Zach. It was disappointing. But well, that's just what happens, mate. We I think the last 13 or 15 years we've missed finals 3 times. So I think we're still a very strong club internally, and we'll get through this. And there's still plenty of positives. As I say again, with this season, it's so even. I feel like at times we have looked like a good side. We just can't string it together, and we're not that far off. We just lack a lot of technical errors, and
love your videos, mate.
And the mental side of things really hurts us. G'day, Josh. Thanks for $10, mate. Really appreciate it. Love your videos, mate. Keep it up. Oh, mate, I really appreciate the words, and yeah, welcome to the stream, man. And, yeah, cheers for the dinner. Yeah, beauty. I'll use that $10 to buy a box of tissues because I can't stop bloody crying and whinging about the Swans last night. Fucking hell. No, the Tigers are too good. G'day, Max. Hopefully going well, mate. On the stream. Anyway, 5 minutes or so to the first bounce. Have a look at the team lists. Because, yeah, as stated before, the Pies out's a bit of a doozy for them. Maynard injured, 𝐼𝐻𝐿 injured. And, both have been criminally underrated this year and very important to their structure. I mean, especially Maynard. But, yeah, 𝐼𝐻𝐿's been kicking goals for fun, really. He's sort of in that Coleman race. But they do get big ins. 𝐼𝐻𝐿's a big in. Ash Johnson, well, he's back in after that VFL moment. I think a lot of people can forget. Which is interesting. So, yeah, keen to see how he'll go. But, yeah, he always shows a bit of X factor. Johnson, a very athletic player, and Bianca comes in. And then for the Dogs, Ed Richards has come back early from his hamstring injury, so that's good to see. He's I think, been a pretty underrated player for them this year, been really improving. Mitch Hannon's injured, and then, yeah, Bianco's the sub, and Anthony Scott the sub for the Doggies. Ryan Gardner's 50th game, so that's going to be big for them. But, yeah, I think the Dogs really need to own the midfield in this game if they want to win this game. They're known for their strong contested game and their clearance game, and if they can pick out their targets well inside 50, or Norton and 𝐼𝐻𝐿 in the air are very dangerous. So yeah, they've got to be up and about. And 𝐼𝐻𝐿, I feel, has been in some good form as of late too. So it's a big game on the big Friday night lights for both clubs. Evening rolls. Good day, as a chop fan. I tip the Pies because they always seem to find a way. Won't be surprised if the Doggies win. Yeah, I'm on the same boat as you, really. I just think the Pies are the team to beat, so I'm just backing them in, mate. So yeah, but you know, I still got that feeling that the Doggies can really get up. But yeah, it's which sort of Bulldogs will turn up though. G'day Nush and g'day Ham. Hopefully you two are going well. Josh says I've actually tipped the Dogs, but I'm a shocking tipster. But I feel this could be a round of upsets potentially. Yeah, I mean basically the tips are always luck based, really. Let's be honest. I mean, you can put all your logic behind it, and then you get one totally wrong. So yeah, I understand you. I mean, I've been pretty inconsistent on the tipping this week, throughout the whole season as well. Yeah, not bad there. Yeah, it's been a right win. Obviously, last night wasn't too fun, but yeah, it is what it is, mate. Down seasons happen. Yeah, good thanks to others. Hopefully, going well yourself, mate. Collingwood's the best welcome, mate. I hope Collingwood wins. Yeah, it'll be good to see if they get up, mate. I mean, tip correct, I'll take that. But yeah, they just look like the clear-cut best team, really. Mason Cox misses after the siren. Dogs win by 2. Well, speaking of Mason Cox, I think he can have a big evening. Because yeah, it's just the Doggies' defence can always really leak goals, and especially off defensive transition. That's where the Pies are bloody good. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. All right, so plays in the middle of the coin toss. Big Darcy Moore and 𝐓𝐿𝐿𝐻𝐿 and Bont doing the combined coin tosser. Let's have a look. Off it goes in the air. All right, Darcy Moore's won the toss. I'll kick to the left-hand side of the screen. So, kicking towards the Doggies cheer squad. Hope Doggies can get up tonight, says Bib. No one Collingwood to win. How much do you think the Hawks are missing seriously? Oh, pretty big. Because he's just their main distributor back there, and he's one of the best probably intercept marks in the comp. And they have some young defenders back there too. Like, you know, Seamus Mitchell and Weddle and everything. So, yeah, they are sort of hurting without them. But yeah, given Giants' form, I expect them to win well, I think, against the Hawks. But again, the Hawks, you just can't count them out too much at times because they always seem to find a way to get maybe an upset game or play decent. Yeah, Dankos penalty to go in the middle for the Pies. There's big, geez, Bond's oiled up. Have a look at that. Oh my God. Plenty of oiling. Anyways, fellas, let's get into this game. Last time they met, the Doggies got up by a convincing margin, almost 45 points, or 48 points. But anyway, here we go. It's a big game for both clubs. Chance for the Bulldogs to maybe get a sneaky chance for a top 4 position, and a big chance for the Pies to continue to stay on top of the ladder. It's the Dogs and the Pies for Friday night footy. Let's get this game underway. Big game for both clubs. Off go in the middle to kick things off. Darcy Cameron first hit out in the direction of Pendlebury. And a nice tackle from Jack McRae. Ball up. English grabs it out of the ruck. Gets the hands out to McRae. Well smothered from Josh Dacos. Been in great form. Lipinski now boots it forward inside 50. Not a good kick. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐻𝐿, good intercept. So yeah, defence got to be strong enough for the Bulldogs, especially those key position plays. They've known to be really inconsistent at times. Here's Bally Williams on the wing. Apparently is in contract talks to stay at the club, so that'll be big for them. Norton in a good spot. Wakeman with the crumb. That's a high tackle. Wakeman now, low kick towards half forward. That's well defended from Murphy, but English still able to get there. But the repeated effort on Murphy was beautiful. Umpire's ball. Geez, Murphy's been underrated this year. And same with last year. I think a lot of just their back six have been so important, the Pies. Especially their ability to rebound too. Oh, sucker from 𝐷𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐻. Ball up. Darcy hit out is only as far as 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼, his first touch of the evening. Towards the wing. Vandermeer pushed out easily by Adams. He gets the hands out to 𝐸𝐸. Bit of a fumble. Vandermeer in and under. Gets the hands out in the direction of Bont. Taps it forward towards English. Now out across. Ooh, to 𝐸𝐸. Cop one high. It's going to be free his way. Alright, Jack Macrae now. Usually got a lovely kick inside 50. Who can he find? Chips towards the pocket. Not a good... Oh, no, sorry. That's a great kick. I mean, I was meant to say not a bad kick, but that's a beautifully picked out pass. From Jack Macrae. Finds Cody Weightman. That's a beautiful kick. Nestled in between a few defenders. And he can go back and snap this one home potentially. Been in good form, Cody Weightman. He's going to go for the snapshot, and the kick is true. Doggy's first goal of the night. It's a nice move in inside 50, and Weightman converts. There we go.
Let's make that 12 goals from the last 4 games, but that's what you're talking about, 𝐵𝐻𝐿𝐼. The back and forth, the sideways lead finally opens up a gap for him.
Yeah, and then Reinhart just lost him altogether there, had no touch on, and just got to have fast feet. You've got to be on the move as a forward. Never stands.
Off go again in the middle. 𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐼, ultra clean. How about that for a hand pass? How beautiful was that? Out and out of crisp. Low kick, beautiful. Oh, Jamie Elliott drops the mark. Should have taken that one. But a good tackle from Adams. Forces a stoppage inside 50. Hit out from English. Macrae gets out of the fence. Wobbling ball towards the centre of the ground. Lob not strong enough there. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 would intercept. Being strong as well, Isaac 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Another one of those important cogs in their back six. Very good one-on-one too. Inside 50 now. Big kick. Cameron oof, almost drops the mark. Mason Cox, good tackle. Ball up.
In the game. Here comes the explosive to go. Almost worked his way through. Treloar will dump it straight to Noble. That's what's ahead of him.
Hang on. John Noble now. Launches one inside 50. Who's up here? 𝐸𝐸, chance to get out of the fence, and that's a good kick. Macrae again. Found the footy pretty early here. Out to Bailey Smith. Yeah, that's a poor kick. And the ball will stay out. Anyway, boundary throw on centre wing here. Cameron, hit out in the direction of Treloar. Instantly gets tackled, but gets the hands out. Now Tim English gives it to Caleb Poulter. The former player. Jeez, he's going the wrong way. Oh my God. What is he doing? Where's he going? Someone get him a compass. Anyway, Darcy Cameron now. Oh, hey. Launches now down the line. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼, dispossessed. 𝐸𝐸 breaks the tackle. Gets it out. Daniel hoofs one forward. Nice half volley pick up there from Weightman, and he gets the hands out nicely. Good hands there from Daniel out to Bont now on his left boot. That's a great kick. Bailey Smith, no. Couldn't read it. Good tackle there from Hoskin Elliott. Ball up. G'day, Deckers. Welcome to stream out. Hopefully going well. Jeez, he had a few options in the corridor there as well, Poulter. Jesus. Yeah, don't call out a bounce to drive for crisp. Oh my god, I hear that fucking quote every week. There's 𝐓𝐡𝐞, one of the best in the business. Bloody hell. Alright, 𝐴𝐸𝐿𝐴 with the holding ball free. Who's your tip for the Coleman? Jeez, it's a tough one. I mean, I tell you what though, still Nick Larkey and Taylor Walker, those outsider types, are still looking good. I haven't even had a check at all of some of them, like who's up there and stuff. But yeah, 𝐴𝐸 could finish strong. Nice intercept from Gardner there in game number 50. Now gives it out across to Carl Poulter. Now this time, Caleb, go to the other side. Fucking hell. Gives it out to Eddie Richards. Long ball down the line. It's a good kick. Murphy read it really well. That's an important win from Murphy. Can I have our fellas? Just want to say, yeah, no worries there, mate. Take care. Well, not a bad start from both teams. Bulldogs probably in a bit more control, but the Pies are still looking pretty strong in their back half. 61% time and forward half for the Bulldogs. Boundary throwing again. Timmy English. 𝐴𝐸 beautifully read from the head out now across to Crisp. He gets it on his right shoe. Hits the 45 out across to Frampton. Ball bobbles. Would be one hit. Nope, the little toe poke from Keith. Fails the punch to going out. Gets it out only as far as Poulter. Breaks the tackle. That's good composure from the young lad. Out across to Vandermeer. I think he's found a new role across half back a bit. Richards now will chip it out across to Bailey Williams. He'll now hit up the running man of Vandermeer. Next to play on now. Launches towards half forward. Norton in a good spot here. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 𝐻𝐿𝐴 drops the mark. And he did well there, Norton. Now a snapping chance for the man of Cody Wakeman, and he kicks truly. That's what I said at the start of the stream. He has been in great form. And he kicks his second and the Doggies second. Good start for the Bulldogs. 2 in a row. Bloody hell. Sure not. Yeah, I mean, I said my tipping video VD. The Dogs are very good at Marvel in general, so yeah. Yeah, it's a good start for them. They've been able to move the ball quite well too. But that's really well done there from Norton. At least brought it to the ground, and that's an important 50-50 one then from Norton. Able to tap it forward towards the man of Cody Wakeman and snap it home. And yeah, by the way, going good video. Hopefully going well yourself, mate. All right, Timmy English for the hit out. 𝐴𝐸 again. Jeez, he's a ball magnet. Twisting and turning, look at that. Beautiful stuff. Inside 50 now. It's a big kick. It's not a good one. Intercepted there from Gardner. 2 intercepts already for him. Out across now to Eddie Richards. That's 50, yep. So Ash Johnson moved there. Fair enough. Now let's help him with a bit of territory. It's not 15. Richards gets it back. And good use there out across towards the wing of Bailey Williams. They've been using the wing quite a bit here, the Bulldogs. Now they go inside 50. Norton can fly, and that's a beautiful mark. Aaron Norton. He can go back. You can just tell Norton was going to be a great chance for that mark. Coming in from the side, that's a great mark. Oh, can Aaron Norton slot this home? Always inconsistent with the set shots, but he has slotted home by coat of paint, as Wayne Russell would say. Jeez, what a start this is. First 3 for the Bulldogs. Cheers, my tips looking good so far. Yeah, no, bloody hell. Backing in the Doggies. I mean, if you did back in the Doggies, that is. Anyway, Bailey Dale now able to regather. Not the greatest hand pass to Daniel. O'Donnell gets it out nicely to Roy Lobb. A quick kick, corridor. It's a nice one on the end of it. McLean. McNeil, sorry. McLean. I always get confused between the two. Anyway, kick inside 50. Bailey Smith used the body really well. Taps it to keep it in play. Only as far as Moore able to intercept. Has a bit of time. Finally gives it to Noble. Out across to Crisp on his favoured left. Down the line he goes. Launch of the plays. No one able to take a grab. Keith now. Twisting and turning. Hands it back now. Towards the direction of Lobb. Now on board O'Donnell. And you know what? That is a great kick. It's out in the space of Dale's. Got to go. Bobby Hill chasing. Applies good pressure. That's in the back. But yeah, the Doggies are really beating them well in the outside game. Been using a lot of this boundary early on. It's now Eddie Richards. Usually a great kick and Bont on the end of it with a nice mark. He plays on. Usually a great kick inside 50, and that is textbook. What a start from the Bulldogs this is. Wow. They are just picking apart this Pies defence inside 50.
Because they're getting so much pace and they're moving the ball so quickly, it just gives your forward line so many options when you've got so much pace on the ball. They don't put 4 on the Pies very often.
And Norton's missed.
Just need a bit of control here, 𝐬𝐿𝐻𝐿. The Pies, they haven't had any yet. That's not their style.
Darcy Moore now short to Noble.
They'll keep trying to go quick. Dogs are going quicker and holding possessions forward of that PT. No team.
Bontempelli, Taylor. No, yeah, I think the background he is. G'day, Adam. Hopefully going well, mate. Umpires are blind. Oh, I mean, that's probably a textbook in the back. Hands in the back, like, it's probably, yeah, a clear one. But yeah, been a slow start here for the Pies. Sort of struggling to really get their end-to-end ball movement working. Adams now. They're just hunting them. And, like, look at that. Good, great pressure there from Riley West. Ball up. Lob with the head out, only as far as Josh Dacos. Now Pendlebury. Good pressure there from Bont. Instantly applied into 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. And look at that again. Jeez, that is beautiful repeat efforts from the skipper. Out across now to Caleb Daniel on the turnover. Low kick inside 50. Well done from Hell on the one-on-one. Oh, that copped one high there from Riley West, and Tom Mitchell's free. I have to see this on the replay. Yeah, clearly got him high. Fair enough. I don't know. The high calls are so inconsistent. I don't even know what's high, what's not. Dacos now chips it over the top. Oh, to go a bit of a fumble. Can't be throwing. Probably sums up the Pies start. Pretty fumbly and slow at the blocks.
If you don't pressure Collingwood, they slip through. This is a great start. The Dogs are a good pressure team when they're caught early. Season high 87 tackles last week against Fremantle.
Bob now. Out to Caleb Daniel. Hoofs it forward. Owning the territory in their forward half as well. Bailey Smith, bit of a fumble. Dacos, geez, he's been great this year. Gets a nice offloading hand pass out to 𝐶𝐲. Low kick towards the wings, a nice one. Bobby Hill on the end of it. What can they generate from here? This is where they've been struggling. To keep the ball in their forward half. Doggies defence has been able to pick apart their passes, but that's a good kick. Ash Johnson on the lead. The boy from Halls Creek. And he's kicked that out in the full. Well, there you go. Of course, there's plenty of questions about his decision to be back in the team after what he did in the VFL last week. That's not a good start. Short kick from Dale finds Eddie Richards. Important in for the Bulldogs, this man. And half back now. We'll launch it forward, down deep down the line. Who can take the mark? Well, who else? Darcy Moore. Premier defender this year as he dishes out now to 𝐶𝐲. Are they going to go out the other side here, potentially to the Pies? It's Noble. Chips out across to Crisp. He can now gain a bit of territory and hoof it forward. It's a 3-on-2 in the favour of the Bulldogs here. Well contested from a few key backs. Scramble to be won here through 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 and carried over the line. Ball up. Sorry for the Elms, must be hard. Keep about 200 rule changes per week. Yeah, bloody hell. I mean, there's always rule changes, obviously, each year and everything, but, you know, obviously they go through a lot of reviewing and stuff off the field and shit like that. But yeah, I mean, it's a high pressure industry, obviously being an up, 100%. So fast start here from the doggies. 8:42 to play. English with the head out. 𝐼𝐴 gets it inside 50. It's a good chance here. Oh, Frampton drops the mark. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 now dishes it out towards Bailey Williams. There's a bit of time. Dishes it out to 𝐼𝐴. Former Pie. A few boos in the crowd I heard there. And that's a great tackle from Oleg Markov. Jeez, he's been good as of late. Holding the ball. Markov short kick finds Pendles. Short kick now back to Markov. He's going to look to launch it inside 50. Who's up here? Is a chance for Mason Cox. Couldn't get the opportunity in the market there. Didn't read the drop zone too nicely. Ed Richards, good composure, but the kick's not good. Taylor Adams with the intercept. Hands it out to 𝐼𝐴. Well smothered there from Daniel. Dale now. Trying to find the boundary and hoof it out there, but he's kicked that one out in the full. So the Pies, chance to have another repeat entry here. Coming through Pendlebury. Lowers the eyes. It's a good kick to Jamie Elliott. Takes a nice mark. And they should go back and hopefully convert here for the Bulldogs. Oh no, sorry, not the Bulldogs. For the Pies' first goal. Lovely kick there from Pendles. Haven't been in an AFL game this year. I'm going to go to 𝐼𝐴 game for free because the kids still... Yeah, fair enough, fair day, mate. Bloody oath. I wish I was still under 14. Cop the go to a game for free. That'd be pretty nice. Anyway, Jamie Elliott. Can he slot home the first goal? I'm guessing he has because Pro Legend said let's go. But yeah, by the way, fellas, try and refrain from any spoiling and stuff because I'm not watching the Channel 7. There we go. Beautiful kick from Jamie Elliott. There first. It's like 15 minutes. Going to ask me. Yeah, fair enough, mate. I mean, if you look younger, then yeah, fair enough. I mean, when I was 15, I looked about 4 years old. No jokes, that wasn't that bad, but you know. Yeah, Leeds fans are good for recently. Yeah, he's always an important part of their you know, important part of their forward half and everything. Go again in the middle. Darcy Cameron hit out. Bond and Dacos go at it. Bond gets the hands out. Out now to Caleb Daniel. Inside. Oh, sorry, to the edge of the 50. Chris reads it well. Now to 𝐼𝐴. It's the 45 kick out in the space. And that's a good mark from 𝐸𝐸. And he has space to play on here. 𝐸𝐸 now towards the pocket. Chance for Bobby Hill. Well defended there from Gardner. Good spoil. Boundary throw-in. Yeah, I don't know what's happened, Adam, mate. It's just not working at the moment. Beautiful roving there from Taylor Adams. There's a high ball towards the goal line. That's well defended. A rush behind there for the Pies. 1 goal 1 now for the Pies. Been able to, the last few minutes, get back into this game a wee bit. Drain out. Out of the fence he goes. Waitman can't take the mark. Boundary throw-in. Boundary throw-in here.
Collingwood starting to get a little bit more of the footy now. McRae's been in the thick of it.
𝐼𝐻𝐿 held up all up. Jeez, English got up there. That hit up. Bloody hell. 𝐷ACOS did well. Gives it back to Cameron, then to 𝐷ACOS. Beautiful tap from 𝐷ACOS. Adams now. Bit of a panicky kick. Just wasn't on his favoured side. Picked off by West now. Poulter. Hands out in the space. That's a good hand pass. Advantage is paid. Oh dear. They've wasted that. Johnson now out to Pendlebury. Looking towards the pocket. That's a good kick to Bobby Hill. A lovely kick. Jeez, he's still a classy player, Pendles, with that foot skills. Beautiful stuff, and Bobby Hill can go back. But just a bit of miscommunication there from the Doggies' defence. Gardner had to go. Yeah, sure will. I don't stream every Swannies game, mate. Okay, can Bobby Hill slot this one home and reduce the margin? The Pies' last few minutes have been very good, but Bobby Hill's kick is not good as it sneaks in for a point. 1 goal, 2 now for the Pies. Richards now short to Caleb Daniel. Daniel now to Keith. Now back to Ed Richards. Got on now this kick out towards the wing. Dre can't take the mark, but that's a front on contact. G'day Swans, man. Hopefully go well, mate. On the stream. Oof, Norton launched there. Yeah, very throw. Who even remembers the 2010 Pies when they won the premiership? What was I? Was 8 years old? 7, 8 years old, odd. I think I vaguely remember watching the draw. Yeah. That was a crazy finish. Crisp did well. Out across now to Noble. Now to Taylor Adams. Kick towards half forward. Geez, that will work because Lipinski's on the end of it. Reads it beautifully. Who can they find inside 50? He's got Elliott all alone. And he elects to go to him. They can go back. Yeah, no, he has been dom. Yeah, a few of those centre bounces has been able to mop up. Jamie Elliott's kick. It's another miss. So they've been inaccurate the set shots so far, the Pies. Bailey Dale now out across to Dre. Short chipping ball towards the wing. Unable to mark there, Riley Weston. He gives it straight to Crisp. But he's able to regather the ball. McRae out the Bella Williams. Goes a few metres and now hoofs it long towards the next contest. Darcy Moore gets hands on it but leaves it behind. Wakeman, a creative kick over the top, but 𝐼𝐻𝐿's there to mop up. Oh dear, he's dropped the mark. Ball bobbles out. Grand ball to be won here. Lob did well, ground level. Just able to nudge the ball out. Murphy under it. Taps it out to 𝐼𝐻𝐿 and hoofs it on the shoot. It's not a good kick. It's going to come back. Baylor Williams now trying to find the angle to give it. He's at a bit of a risky hand pass, but able to go inside 50. And Noble, another drop mark. That's high tackle his way. When am I going to see you go crazy for a goal? Well, I could have gone crazy last night if we were actually able to kick a goal in the dying stages. I still can't believe we didn't at least kick a point. Like Buddy's snap, Rampy not going from 50 out. Like, oh my god, not everyone just kept on hand passing it. Like no one went for goal just to at least get a point. And then 𝐼𝐻𝐿 out to 𝐻𝐿. Inboard to 𝐼𝐻𝐿. Good movement here. 𝐷ACOS. Back to Mitchell. Back now to Murphy. Kick towards half forward. It's a good one. Darcy Cameron. That's a great mark. Probably a bit out of his range. He's going to hit the short 45. De Goey now. Centers the ball up. 𝐴𝐥𝐝 in a good spot. Drops the mark, almost. Trelawn out, the former Pie. On his left boot. It's not a good kick. Straight to Nathan Murphy. Corridor kick he wants to go to out to Mitchell. Jeez, have a look at this. Last 10 minutes, 82% of their forward half. Been able to get back into this game really well. Crumbing was nice from Jamie Allen. Gets the hands out. And a nice tackle from Taylor Adams there. Ball up. Hit out from Frampton. He gets the ball up. Frampton doing English to go at it. English with a head out and in the direction of Bont. Bit of a quiet first term from Bont. That's a nice tackle from Dacos there. Ball up. There's Bevo. Bobby Ewan now twisting, turning. Jesus, a fun player to watch when he's inside 50. Not a good kick. And rush through from Gardner. Plays the safe option. 30 seconds to play. Oh, sorry, I've added a point to the Doggies, not the Pies. Not bad. Why does he have one sleeve on? I think it's something to do to protect his forearm, I'm guessing. Actually, not too sure, to be honest. Looks pretty stylish. Bailey Dale now. Out of defence. He goes. 𝐴𝐥𝐝. Just the meat and the sandwich in that tackle there. Well done from Crispin Murphy. So the 9-point game in favour of the Bulldogs. Their early dominance is the reason they are in this. Well, have the lead. Bontempelli extracts it out, boots it for 𝐴𝐿𝐴 strong there, 1-on-1. Out across now to Noble. Now to Howe. Probably going to run out of time here. The Pies needs to get on the boot. No, won't. Yep, time's run out. Almost a chance there for 𝐓𝐿𝐴, but quarter time, yeah. Been a bit of a really lopsided first term from both teams. Both teams showed their dominance. Dogs early on, got the first 3, and then the Pies, the last 10 minutes or so, owned the ball in their forward half, just couldn't convert. So yeah, 1 goal forward to 3 goals won. But in general, I think pretty even first term. When the Tassie team comes in, where do you think they'll rank them between the other 18 teams? Oh, I don't know. I mean, if they should get the academy privileges, so that'll definitely help them. Yeah, so I don't know really. I'll probably still say bottom 4, but I think that could be maybe mid-table side. I'm not too sure. It's still a few years away. Commentary around last 10 minutes. Yeah, sure have, mate. Have a look at the stats while we wait for the second term to kick off. So Doggies own the disposals early on, especially the outside game. But yeah, the Pies' dominance in that second half of that first quarter, they were able to make them win the inside 50 count, 15-9 their way. 2 centre clearances each, plus 3 stoppage clearances their way, plus 3 contested possessions their Doggies' way. I think all in all, pretty even first term. But yeah, the Pies' dominance in that last 10 minutes or so, probably looking like the better team at the moment. Just need to convert our chances. Yeah, that's probably been the negative for the Pies so far. A lot of long bomb kicks too. And Mason Cox has been on the end a few to try and mark a couple, but he's been unable to grab the whole thing. Anyway, let's look at the play stats. Underrated wouldn't go live. Oh yeah, cheers, mate. I guess I'll take that as a compliment. Yeah, I mean, obviously with the live, it can vary. Sometimes if it's a boring game, I can be pretty mundane. But you know, when it's up and about or close game, I don't know. Seems to lift a bit with me calling and everything. Yeah, good. Thanks, man. It's mine. Hopefully going well yourself, mate. Welcome to the stream. Anyway, play stats. So Quaynor and John Noble and Bailey Dale with 9 touches each. So plenty of footy on the outside, really. 4 tackles for Bont and Murphy early on. Richards with 8 touches. Dacos with 8 touches. 4 interceptions for Dale. He's had a good start this game. Throwing his score involvements for Richards and Norton. 2 inside 50s to Chris, Dacos, Lipinski and Pendles. Contest possession leader is Dacos with 6. Well, there you go. If there's any Dacos haters out there, well, bloody hell. He's leading the contest possession count. How about that? Yeah, definitely has Dominic, mate. And it's also like his ability too to just around the ground, like his work ethic and just his cleanliness and cuts in and out. He's a hard player to tackle too. Let's not forget that. But also Mitchell's been a big in as well. But a much more stronger side in that area because yeah, last year that's probably what hurted them. They can bit of the inconsistency of their contested game, but yeah, that's been really strong in that department.
Yeah, they did, and we spoke about it pre-game, was it? What they had to get right to put themselves in front. It was an electric first quarter, it really was. And where Bulldogs were able to get it done, it wasn't necessarily inside the contest. It was the secondary phase, which is so important. The phase that allows you to transition the ball and get the ball into open spaces, which the Bulldogs did really well. So we see here...
Do you believe final scorings means no top 4 the following season? Yeah, yes and no. I mean, it's sort of a hard one to look at because yeah, it is hard to overcome. I think the following season, yeah, it's about the mental side of things too. You know, obviously player retention. If maybe a few players are wanting to leave after that year, and yeah, I mean, you know, having a longer year in finals it's a big season of footy, and yeah, obviously coming late with the pre-season and all that whatnot too. But yeah, I'd probably say I probably do agree with that. It historically has happened. 3 goals, 1 to 1 goal 4. And the Bulldogs' goals have been good too. They've been some really nice plays and beautiful kicks inside 50. Waitman has 2.
Play the game in their forward half bucks, 1 goal in that period of time. How did you see that?
Yeah, well, Collingwood just couldn't get the ball forward in that first half, and ironically, we sort of looked at clearances, and Collingwood were able to clear the ball more often than not. I thought the Dogs usually chain out with their hands, but they were able to quick kick out of stoppage, and that looked okay early, but definitely the ascendancy with Collingwood.
Anyways, let's get into the second term. So the Bulldogs had a great start in this game. The Pies are getting back into this game a wee bit, but the Dogs are still good enough to lead. Heading into the second term. Back underway now for quarter 2. And Pendlebury toe pokes it forward for the first clearance of the second quarter. McCrory leaves it in front of him. Poulter instantly tackle from McCrory. Umpire's ball. Daniel very clean on that 3-1 there. Bounce doesn't favour any Doggies plays. Dacos, bit of a fumble again from 𝐼𝐿. Libra under it. Another boundary throw.
44,000 in at the moment. Whereabouts. Looks a little forward than that, strangely enough.
𝐓𝐴𝐷𝐼 now dishes it out only as far as Josh Dacos, and that's a great tackle from Bont. Unlucky not to be paid there. Not 15. Boundary thrown. English, good hand pass out to 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐿. Great tackle from Noble and 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐿. Umpire's ball. Dacos now out to 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Now to Noble. Exits out to 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐿. They're going to find. Chips one over the top towards the wing. He can fly here. Frampton can't take the mark. Beautiful pick up from Mitchell. Back to Frampton. Can he find? He's going to go now down the line. Into a patch of space. Not really a creative kick, but McCree's there to chase. Did well. Now a big kick there from Gardner. He's out in the full. Yeah, that's unlucky. Jeez, it fell on Howe's bloody boot right out of the line. Anyway, short kick now. Riley West now inside 50. It's a good kick. Yep, 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐿 takes a lovely mark. Okay, we go back.
Really well done, Jamara. That was an epic little battle between. Have a look at the top of your screen there. Look at Moore working over Jamara. Have a look at the 50 here. Noble, that's definitely 50 metres. Was every day of the week.
Yeah, bloody hell, Noble was in the protected area. Anyway, chance now, 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐿. Can he snap the doggies? 4th goal. That's a great kick. He's been in great form. 4th goal for the Bulldogs. 15-point game.
There's probably, your All-Australian full-back at the moment. He's working Jamara over, a young player, physically working him over. That's tiring, but he kept at it and takes a beautiful contested mark. That's great for his development. He'll do that more and more moving forward.
And back in the middle, Doggy's first goal of the second term. Jeez, English got up there again. Laboratory yet to have a clearance, but he gets one here for the first time. Inside 50. Oh no, sorry, to the edge of the 50. Bailey Smith taps it forward. 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐿, hand pass wasn't great. Dacos toe pokes it forward. English under it. Poor hand pass. McCree intercepts. Beautiful evasion. They can now go forward here. And the hand pass, well, favours Cox, but maybe not the greatest. But that good hand pass back to McCree, but can't keep it going forward. Yeah, I'll have a crack at the old 𝐓𝐴𝐷𝐼, mate.
When you win a little battle like that as a young player, 𝐲𝐿, it gives you a lot of confidence, particularly when you're on an opponent like Darcy Moore.
Especially if you go back and convert the goal as well.
Coming in English now. English hit out. And now Caleb Poulter in his left boot towards the centre of the ground. A few Pies players overcommit, but Noble's there to brack it up. And geez, he did that really well. Now to 𝐓𝐴𝐷𝐼. Moore. Out to Oleg Markov. They can build off this now. Collingwood towards half forward. Well done from Frampton. Brings it down the ground. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 to rack it up. Inside 50 now. Towards the pocket. And a great mark from Jamie Elliott. Did that well there against 𝐸. He's been their sole goal kicker so far this game. He's looked to play on. Snap around the corner. The kick is no good. This is 1 goal, 5 for the Pies. Goal kicking really hurting them. Ooh, Bailey Dale, short kick, but works to Caleb Daniel. And now goes out across to McRae. 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐿 works up the ground, takes a nice mark. And corridor kick. That's a beautiful kick. Team English, the big man on the end of it. Who can he find? He's got all alone a half forward. The man of Riley West. And now inside 50. He goes towards the pocket. Norton. Oh, you just knew he was going to take that mark. Dangerous in the air, the Bulldogs. Beautiful mark from great man of Norton. Anyway, Kaido not bit this one home. Kick round the corner. Sneaks it home. 2 goals here for the Bulldogs. They're just making the Pies pay for their misses. 5 goals, 1 to 1 goal 5. They're getting plenty of output too from their forwards too. 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴 and Norton have had a good start to this game. And Waitman. Bro, I'm watching the game right now. Did you see the banner kick? It's not my team. I go for Tigers. Yeah, the snap kick was a beauty, mate. I was a Bulldog fan, very happy with the start. Yeah, it's been a good start, 𝐼𝐿𝐴. Gee whiz, then back order innings from Mitchy Marsh. Yeah, no. Oh, no. Here's the thing, right? I'm cursed watching sport at the moment. Last night, my Swannies lose. I watched the Ashes for 20 minutes, and we dropped like bloody flies. Cummings out for a duck. Oh, just a piss take. But we've recovered well because I think the fucking... Yeah, we're bowling really well. 91, 5 out, 91 runs. Bloody hell. Bowling quite decent. But yeah, I think Mitch Marsh got like a 118 or something. Then he got out right before tea. So, yeah, bloody hell. It's been a bit of an odd one for the 3rd test. Anyway, boundary throw in here. And the Pies forward 50. Bailey Smith now. Towards the wing. Oh, 𝐼𝐿𝐴 almost. Slap forward from Murphy. He falls over Daniel. Not a good hand pass. Markov. Not a great hand pass either. Darcy Moore, that's a beautiful tackle. Holding the ball. Short kick, 𝐼𝐿𝐴. Short to Mitchell. Mitchell now will go towards half forward. English under there. He'll get it out of the fence. Chipping ball. Josh Dacos under it. And a nice tackle from there, from West there. Ball up. Just Garner doesn't look too good. Ooh, yeah, copped a nasty one there of the old twist. Man now, out to West. And that's a creative kick out to McRae. They can run and gun here through Caleb Daniel. The shortest man on the pitch. Who can he fight inside 50? All slips over Waitman. And he's always in the prime spot there. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 with the intercept. They'll look to exit down the other side. But, oh, Bailey Williams did that well against McRae. He's got support here through Oscar Elliott. But Bailey Williams with a beautiful tackle. And he'll win the stoppage here. Very, very well done from Williams. Not really the greatest kick there from 𝐼𝐿𝐴 either. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 now. Oscar Elliott, kick smothered. ball up.
Put the clamps on 𝐼𝐻𝐿 a little bit in this quarter so far. Only one disposal.
Daniel makes it tackle. Bailey Williams now twisting, turning back. McRae. They're pushing them back here, the Pies, but through 𝐼𝐻𝐻𝐪 they can get the entry here. Waitman gets up, almost. Murphy, good hands, and that's a mark. That's got to be paid a mark. Looked like he had hands on it. Oh, well. Good to see you covering Maggie's game. Maybe you wait until it looked like we'd look. Oh, no, mate. The thing is, I always... no, I always stream the first 2 games of the round, like Thursday night, Friday night games. And yeah, I mean, this is always going to be a good game, you'd think. Ball up here. English good tap. Caleb Daniel, chance out of the stoppage. He misses. 5 goals, 232. Plays 1 goal, 5-11. Bloody hell. He punches that out of the fence. Moore did well. Crispmill, can they go end to end? Out to Oleg Markov. It's in the right hands here. Low kick towards half forward. It's a nice one. And then on the end of it, who was that? Is that Ash Johnson? Short kick. Taylor Adams. Good ball movement here from the Pies. He can go back. Oh no, he wants to play on. Oh no. 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 No, to go back. Disappointed last night. Yeah. I mean, obviously, bloody hell. Deflating loss, mate. But we've seen plenty of that this year, so yeah, I wasn't really surprised. Our second halves have killed us this year. We've been unable to wrestle back any sort of momentum. I think we're not mentally right this year. Tara Adams, it's a good kick. Oh, that's Johnson Marks on the line. How about that? Beautiful grab. They can go back and kick this goal for sure. That's not pretty well done there from Tim English. Should have just punched that one through. Should kick this goal, Johnson, and he does. Pies finally get a goal. It's their second of the game. 15 points it is.
Tim English was right there as well. Really disappointed. Tim English. That should never happen. Back into the side. No 𝐼𝐻𝐻𝐿 tonight. You've been dropped at Ash Johnson, a confidence player, but he is a sensational overhead mark. He's got real athleticism about him. This is the frustrating thing for the rest of the Bulldogs. How do you have
So Collingwood. Oh, I mean, they've a bit of a slow start to this game, but honestly, that was a goal anyway.
English is there, but you can't let an athlete like Johnson to get a run and jump and ball on the goal line. Get a score going, put a
Yeah, bloody hell.
that jump, and English would have had that ball.
I'll tell you what, that was already over the line. And if English touched that, that probably should have been a touch behind then. I don't know. Oh well, it's a goal. DeGoey under it. Looked like a bit of a throw there. 𝐼𝐻𝐻𝐿. Out now to Dale. Roy lob. Kick around the corner is a good one. Frampton did well, but only as far as Dale. Trelaw now to Bailey Williams. He's having a good game, Bailey Williams. And that's a beautiful kick out to McNeil. He can go now. Lowers the eyes toward the pocket. That's a great kick. 𝐼𝐻𝐻𝐿. The Doggies fans up and about. So can 𝐼𝐻𝐻𝐿 kick his second. He hits the post. 5 goals, 3 now for the Bulldogs. Howe now out of the fence. Cox in a good spot. Bobby Hill. Oscar Elliott. Intercepted. Low kick. Murphy under it. Great mark. Look to switch it here out across to Darcy Moore. Quaynor out. Look at that pace. Somebody use it. Out to Mitchell. Darcy Moore. Back to Quaynor. Breaks the tackle. Banana kicks poor. Straight to Richards. Now to 𝐿iberatore. Does he want to try and find the corridor? He goes back to Richards. Gives it the lob. Over the top now to Daniel. He's found plenty of footy, Caleb Daniel. And it kicks beautiful. All alone here, Cody Waitman. He can line up. He will go over the top again to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐪. Jeez, he's getting plenty of footy in the forward 50. And he'll have a similar shot. Left foot snap. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐪 now around the corner. Sneaks it home. There we go. He's having a good evening so far. Jamarra 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐪. That's his second. 6 goals 3 to 2 goals 5. 22 points. Nine 12 to play.
Have a look at this. No Collingwood player came at him from the side at all. Not one player there to pressure and run towards him and get him to kick it quicker than he wanted to. They're little things, but they're little signs.
6 goals 3, 2 goals 5.
All of that when, he just needed to settle down and could have made the difference there.
Coming back out on the ground, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐪 did that beautifully. Gets the clearance here inside 50. Who can they find? Oh, a few bodies go, and it's 𝐼𝐻 Johnson going to stroll into an open goal. Torps it into the second tier. Pies instant response. He's got 2, 𝐼𝐻 Johnson. Got to see on his return game. Oh, what a kick. Good stuff from the fan.
That's that man to go back after his suspension, but that's what he can do. That's why they start him in the middle, but once again Johnson kicks a goal from the goal square. A possible play that could be avoided as a defender. 2 goals in his comeback game.
Go in the middle again. Mitchell now out of Pendles. Out of Crisp. Breaks the tackle. Hand passes forward to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻, and he gives it back to Crisp. Good chance here again for 2 in a row. Drop there from Gardner. Jeez, that could be a costly effort. Tarrellums, that's a great tackle. Umpire's ball. Jeez, 204 consecutive games for Crisp. How that out? Bont gets the hat kick, but only as far as Bobby Hill. Creative. Frampton. A few plays go to ground, and it's Bobby Hill too. Almost. Rush through. Jeez, this is a high intense game. And they're only halfway through the second term. Short to Bont. Richards gets it back from Bont. Out of the fence he goes. Good mark from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻. He can play it now to Caleb Daniels. Found plenty of the football. Kick will suit 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻 here. He breaks the noble tackle. He's got all alone. McNeil. And he takes the sliding mark. He can go back. Geez, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻's been the difference though in the Doggies' forward half. Working high up the ground. I'm really enjoying his game so far. He's been brilliant. Can McNeil now slot this one home. Kicks on its way. It's not going to come back. 6 goals 4 now. Yeah, Bailey sniff. Smith, whatever you want to say. Yes, he is playing. Anyway, inside 50 here. The double fist that came from Murphy, and he slaps it forward. Fumble there from Treloar, able to regather, and that could be holding the ball. Took him on. Well done from Mitch. Ooh, or Murphy, take your pick. Out to Noble now. And he'll look to switch it up here, out across to Oleg Markov. Short kick works there. To Howe. I was rather watch you and listen to 3RW of the visual aids. Keep up the good. Oh yeah, cheers Eric. Appreciate it, mate. Yeah, I mean, as I say again, maybe I wouldn't mind. Yeah, maybe commentating a few local leagues and stuff. I mean, with the calling, I guess I could say I'm pretty raw still, but you know, I guess you always improve. I'm much better commentating when I'm up and about, like, you know, Swanee's end-to-end movement. We're all up and about. That's why I'm at my best, I think. But yeah. Dre now down the line. That's not a good kick. Murphy intercept. Jeez, he's been good, Murphy. Bloody hell. How many intercepts has he had? He's just been all over it. He's just had the 3 marks so far, but he just feels like he's been everywhere in the back half. Murphy now down the line. Who's up here? Jeez, crushes the bodies. Fell out to Dre. Eat Richards. Good hand pass to Treloar. Just a high ball down the corridor. He's in a good spot here. Waitman, well defended from 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐾. Ground ball picked up from McNeil. Out to McRae. Over the top to Bont. He's got a bit of time here. Who can he find? He twists and turns. Hand pass. Jeez, wasn't good, but McNeil's able to gather up. Crush the pack there. Who was that? It's Vandermeer. It's a high tackle. There you go. Jeez, that's an unfortunate one to give away. I thought that was a crunching tackle. Yeah, nah, Moore got him high, fair enough. Get a sponsor? Yeah, nah, should get one. Bit of extra coin. Vandermeer now. Oh, that's not a bad kick. 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐾. Oh, what a mark. I'll tell you what, he's the best player on ground, I have to say, 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐾. He's been just everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Marking everything, working high up the ground. The difference maker. Ah, look at that. Catching Darcy Moore napping. Making the early lead. Great mark. Geez, hopefully Logan McDonald can do this next year. Bloody oath. Without Bud. Anyway, 𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐾 now. Can he slot this one home? Kicks on its way. It's drifting. Wouldn't have minded that. The Bulldogs get a bit of a buffer. Still though, 17 points. Geez, 1 touch for 𝐷𝐿𝐼𝐻 in the second term. He's been pretty quiet. Had 8 in the first. Out now across to the wing. Darcy Cameron, a good spot. Drops the mark. 𝐷𝐿𝐼𝐻 gets it out. Cameron. And we'll carry it over. Left footers in front of goal. Just can't trust them. Yeah, usually lefties are more accurate for some reason. I have to say. English and Cameron. English hit out. Good hand pass from McRae. Gets it out to Treloar. Boots it. Grubbering ball. McNeil. 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐾 at it. Oh, that's got to be out from Western. It is. So 4 minutes and 5 seconds to play in the countdown clock in this second term. Bulldogs have, I think, had a pretty good second term. They've just been able to keep the Pies at bay with their very good end of the first quarter. But yeah, they've been able to really nullify their attacks, and I feel like just in the coalface, they're winning the ball well, the doggies, and their deliveries inside 50 have been dangerous too. Oh, nice ball.
If you look at the Western Bulldogs small forwards here, mate, they're all on the move, they're all putting blocks on, all trying to help each other out.
Josh 𝐷𝐿𝐼𝐻 now under it. Bit of a fumble. Now Noble hacks it around the corner. Going to be a troubling ball for Keith and Frampton, but able to wrap it up is Bailey-Dale. That's not a good hand pass. Intercepted from Frampton. They could go now. Here the Pies through the corridor. 𝐷𝐿𝐼𝐻 over the top to Pendlebury. Now to Nick 𝐷𝐿𝐼𝐻. Arches the back on his left shoe, inside 50. Well spoiled there from Gardner. Ball still bobbling outside 50 here. Vandermeer on the rebound. How about that? Wobbly kick. Oh, yep, that's in the back. Fair enough. How much do these players get paid? About a tenner, mate. Tenner and a carton of milk. Nah, I'm joking. I mean, when you head into the AFL, your rookie contract's around 100 grand a year. And then the top-end players can earn up to $1 million and all that. Aaron Liberatore now measures the kick towards the pocket. 𝐼𝐗𝐿 again. Oh, jeez, he's crushing the Timmy English. Scoops it out. English gets the hands out. Now to Waitman. Bit of a fumble. Is that holding the man? I don't think so. Murphy taking the tackle. Bobbles out. Pendlebury under it to get a grubber and kick out. And is that deliberate? Ooh, throw it in. Pendles did that well. McRae's having a good second term, finding plenty of the footy. Wobbling ball inside 50. Treloar the soccer. Could it fall at the back here? Maybe for a doggies man. Dacos, good tackle on lob. Ball up. So yeah, they're owning the forward half use here, the Bulldogs. Up by 17 points. Cameron gets it out. Kick was smothered. Bontempelli a chance. Kick smothered again. Cameron gets it out to... Oh, that's a great tackle from Waitman. Not paid. Pendlebury out to Moore. Now Dacos. Nick, that is. Over the top to Markov. Handball chain looks good here. Oh, McCreary over the top. How about that? Oh, that is creative. Beautiful. Now he can go to Crisp. Back over the top to Johnson. They can catch him on the break here, the Pies. Now McCreary again. He can go for goal here. No, he goes over the top. Unselfish. The 𝐼𝐿𝐿. Bo McCreary, take a bow. That was beautiful. Hand pass to himself and just backs his speed to keep the chain moving. That was sensational. Deserves a goal here through 𝐼𝐿𝐿. To make this an 11-point game. Round the corner, Jamie goes. And he slots it home. Big goal there. A minute 50 to play. 11-point game. Apparently Swans can still... Yeah, no, they still can, Swans, because it's still pretty even. No, Bo McCreary, so what he did, Ben, he bloody hand passed. He had a defender coming and he hand passed it around the player and he backed his speed. Just go and get it. And they just worked off the chase. Henry Pendles now. Out to Nick Dacos. Over to the goalie. Can they now start to lift? Dacos gets the handball receive. Back to De Goey. He's dispossessed. Umpire's ball. Middle half to play. Cox out of the ruck. Fumbles. Treloar back to Poulter. Hoofs it forward on his preferred left. Quaynor again. Jeez, he's so strong in the air. That's a lovely mark. Dishes out now out to Noble. Got plenty of space out the other side here, the Pies. Josh Dacos now in a bit of space. Over the top of the Bobby Hill. Does he want to find corridor? He gives it back to Josh Dacos. His work rate usually very good. And the kick inside 50 is beautiful. 𝐼𝐿𝐿, he's been the end of everything inside 50 for the Pies. He can go back. 𝐼𝐿𝐿, he's kicked 2 goals, 2, only from 5 touches as well. So he's kicked 4. He's had 4 score involvements from 5 touches. It's been dangerous. 𝐼𝐿𝐿, can he kick this goal? He sure can. That's a great kick, right down the pipe. And my fucking KO crashes. It always bloody does this. Well, there we go. The Pies much needed a goal. 5-point game it is now. There we go. Beautiful.
This is just pure electric football. Beautiful kick from Dave Goss. Great lead from Elliott.
Well, there you go. The Pies in a blinking of eyes. They always do. Back in this game, it's a 5-point margin, 17 seconds to play. It's been overall a really good first quarter, entertaining first quarter footy to watch. I guess you could say high scoring, but intense at both ends of the ground. Treloar now gets the clearance only as far as Josh Dacos, though. That's a poor kick to his brother. On the intercept, Liberatore's got to find a target. He's going to find Lob. No, he drops the mark anyway. Oof. Jesus, some half a footy. 6 goals, 5, 41, 5 goals, 6, 36. 5-point game still in favour of the Doggies, but there's something with the Pies at the moment. They just, these last few minutes of each quarter, they've been able to take really good control. 16 touches for Caleb Daniel leading the game so far. He's had a good half. Anyway, let's have a look at these stats at half time. Good quarter of footy. A good half of footy overall. 24 inside 50s to 23 the Pies' way. +3 clearances the Bulldogs' way. +7 contest possessions their way too. 10 marks inside 50 to 9 the Bulldogs' way. Pies winning the tackle count by 4. +4 their way. +11, 1% of the Doggies' way too. Let's have a look at the players' stats. Yeah, so 16 for Caleb Daniel easily in the game so far. Found plenty of it in the second term. John Noble has 15. Bailey Dale 15 as well. Clearance leaders Liberatore with 6. Dacos with 6 as well. Nick, that is. Contest possession leaders are Liberatore and Bailey Dale with 7 each. 3 inside 50s for Dacos, Nick Dacos, Daniel, DeGoey and Lipinski. 16 interceptions for Murphy. And Murphy's having a really strong game back there. And 6 score involvements for 𝐼𝐗⁴. He was the difference in that second term. Kicked, I think, 2 goals and just marked everything. He was everywhere. And 6 score involvements for Richards. He's having a good half as well. Alright, well, I'm going to go take a whiz, fellas. I'll be back in a sec. And yeah, I'll probably get some Sporkle going or something. Have to do the daily warp as we always do. Last 5 grand finals we've had all different winners beside Richmond a bit, 2013, 2017. Yeah, I mean, as long as we see a new winner, I'm always for it. But yeah, anyways, I'll be back in a sec, fellas. Where are we? Right, everyone, I am back. How's the holidays going? Yeah, no, it's going good. Thanks, Albert, mate. Going quite decent. Yeah, no, we went to Port Macquarie the other week ago. Saw some family, and yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, good to catch up with a few of them. Bloody hell, it's bloody apple sticker. I have no long nails, so I can't use my nails that well to bloody get this peel off this sticker. There we go, I've got it. Beautiful. Anyway, let's get into some do the daily warple. While we wait. But overall, good half of footy. Who wins from here? Oh, bloody hell. The tipping guru right here. I don't know. I think you're just back in sort of the Pies. They just ride at home. Because when they're on, they've looked like they've been able to put the Doggies' defence under a bit of duress. So probably still back in the Pies. But yeah, the Dogs are definitely looking impressive as a whole in general. Now let's bring up this. Okay. Who is this player? Well, fucking hell. Let's go 𝐓𝐡𝐞 for the sake of it. That's all looks like him. Okay, so it's not probably a Victorian club then. Well, fella's just got an apple, so I'll be chewing it. Alright. What are we saying? Oh, is this Nick? Is this Nick Cox? Beautiful. I don't know why. I just saw the face and I'm like, yep, there we go. Beautiful stuff. Jeez, we got it with one guess correct yesterday, and now I've gotten bloody two. How about that? Try a Legends one. I'm not good with this one. I think I'll scrap it. Alright, let's do that Sporkle. We're doing it from the other day ago. The top 10 players. The top 10 players from every club. There we go. Alright. Beautiful. Just have to do all these again because I did most of them. I'll actually we'll go the other way. So Western Bulldogs. Bontempelli. English. Scroll that down a bit more. 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴. Smith. McRae. Defender. Richards. No. Caleb Daniel. Bailey-Dale. Another mid. Oh, we got Libba. Waitman. Norton. Who's this final mid? Treloar. Right, there we go. There's the Bulldogs. West Coast. Tim Kelly. Barras. Oscar Allen. Defender, maybe Duggan. Shannon Hearn. Witherden. Tom Cole. Sheed. Who are these two defenders?
It's time for a change. But mine looks good. I did it, and then we
Ruck. Nananui. Bailey Williams, bloody hell. Okay, so this is based off 2023 then, sort of. McGovern, that's the other one I was thinking of. Here's a final defender.
Are you serious?
𝐼𝐿𝐴. There we go. Right, Sydney should be able to easily do this, you'd think. Mid forward, Gulden. Mid Mills, Heaney, Franklin, Hapley, Warner, Rowe, Bottom. Oh no, top 10. He finished third in the best and first last year. Who bloody made this? Another midfielder, Parker. A defender, McCartan. Rampy. Lloyd. Blakey. Final defender. It's not Lloyd. There's no McCartan. Florent. There we go. Some of these are pretty questionable top 10s. St Kilda, Sinclair, Wilkie, Marshall, Steele, Crouch, Ross, Jones, another forward, King. He's 10th best player, bloody hell. What's his name? Higgins. Butler. Gresham. Alright, who's the final mid? Final midfielder. So Crouch, Steele. Undoubtedly 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐸. Nah. So there's Ross, there's Steele, there's Crouch, sort of 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐸, and Zach Jones, Billings. It's maybe just an obvious one I'm forgetting. We'll probably leave that for now. Richmond, Taranto, Martin, Bolton, Lynch, midfielder, Hopper, Cochin. Oh, you could have Cochin in the top 10. Yeah, Rolls finished work back second half. Yeah, mate, joining the perfect time because we're bound for a great second half of footy, you'd think. Defender mid. So no Ross. So it's not Cochin. I'm also thinking of maybe someone on the wing. Boston's got to be there. Defender mid. Defender mid. Okay, now. Jaden Short. Oh, yeah, it's not even him. Rioli. Ruck. Nate Curvis. I can't think of the others at the moment. I moved to Port. Where is he? Butters, Wines, Lee, my man. Houston, mid forward. Horn, Francis, another mid forward. Finlay, because he's been up there anyway. Another mid, Willem Drew. Wayne Carey podcast. Yeah, I've had a look at that one. It's not a bad one. Go Dixon. Power Pepper. Can I go Pepper just itself? No. There we go. Final mid. So Willem Drew.
He needs to take his chances when they come, but he's a work rate in competition, or
Burton or someone.
He's going to be his main
what's his name? 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. No. No, I've already tried Butler Aiden, mate, unfortunately. Oh, final mid for Port Adelaide. Bloke. There we go. Alright, North. Davies Uniac. Defender mid. Well, we'll just go Simpkin anyway. Early Scott. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. Oh yeah, defender mid. Should be defender forward. Ruckman, Goldstein. Forward, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. Defender. Oh. I mean, I don't know. Could be anyone. 𝐓𝐴. Yep. Mid forward. Logue. I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have any Caulfield because he hasn't played this year. Hey, mate. Yeah. It's a mid forward and defender for North. Greenwood. No. Well, no, even though I should probably already be in the top 10. So, no. So defender and a mid forward. Oh yeah, I can't think of the bloke at the moment. Move on to Melbourne. Oliver, Petrarca, Stephen May, Nick's gone. Sparrow. No. Hunter. Langdon. Ah yeah, Stevenson. No. Stevenson is not on there. There you go. Grundy. Petty maybe. Lever. Fritsch. Pickett. Go 2 more mids for Melbourne. Viney. And the final one. James Jordan. No. So no Hunter, no Langdon, not Sparrow. He's had a good year though Tom Sparrow.
Mini LED now across our ULED TV range. Hisense just makes sense.
To me, it's a midfielder by the way for the Saints, Adam. Taron Thomas. No, fucking hell, how's it not Taron Thomas? Bloody hell. Final mid for Melbourne.
And over 300 local stores. Why are we investing more than
Can't think about it at the moment. It's not Sparrow, it's not Jordan. Maybe Rivers or something? Even though he's a defender, no. Alright, Hawthorn, Sicily. Newcomb. All day. Lewis. Roost. Final forward. Now, I think we're almost ready for the second half, by the way, everyone. Midfielder. Warple.
The way that they carry on with their stats, and, you know, this is the most disposable. No, it's just the most disposables ever would be something that you would.
Who's this other forward for the Hawks? It's not Lewis. It's not Bruce.
Obviously, there's bigger fish to fry right now.
I'll move on because we don't have much time. Oh, anyway, plays the back positions. Anyway, I'll switch back. Anyway, so let's get into the second half. So it's a good game of footy, high intensity. Both teams going at it really well. Liking this game. So the Bulldogs continue with their margin by 5 points. I doubt it'll be Frost Goldrick. He's bloody a whipping boy for them. Anyway, it probably is. Second half, sorry. Let's get into this game. Dogs still lead by 5. And I think they've led for this whole game as well. Off they go in the middle. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 clean out to Pendlebury. And he'll get the clearance here. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 now marks. Deep kick. Almost from Johnson. He does well to recover. 𝐼𝐶 Cameron kick smothered. Almost a chance. 𝐬𝐿𝐴. Ball up. Pendle's one more possession to become the all-time leader. That's on the ball. Okay. Once 𝐴 can go back then. 𝐴's kick is true. Beautiful kick of the footy. Pies in front. Probably pause and go back to the game. Yeah, I have. Yeah, Dribby over going well, mate. Beautiful. Bot now hits a clearance forward inside 50, wobbly kick. Oh, almost 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐿 again. Norton gets the hands out. Murphy under it. Norton toe pokes it forward. Daniel, oh, geez, gives it straight to Murphy. Bloody hell. Backs the ball towards the boundary. Adams clean hands out to Bianco now, the sub. He's on the field. Towards the wing. And that's a boundary throw. How about those hands from Taylor Adams? That was beautiful. English grabs out of the ruck. Bit of a fumble from Liberatore, but able to recover. On his left boot now, goes towards the wing, but 𝐴 in a good position again. Strong hands. Now, Noble. And across to Murphy. Bianco now. In midfield hits up. 𝐓𝐴. A few former Dogs playing this game. 𝐸𝐿𝐴. Oh no, sorry, current former Dogs obviously meaning used to play for the Bulldogs. 𝐸𝐿𝐴 currently plays for them. No, but the likes of fucking what's his name? Caleb Poulter and shit. Oh, nice intercept there from Lobb. McRae now will retreat back to Ed Richards. 𝐼𝐶 now. I'm going to move the footy down the outer side. The Doggies. Gardner now. There's a bit of space to play on. Wants to go for the big tall timber of Big Timmy. There's a nice tap out towards Waitman. Now Poulter. Inboard to Bont. Got some space here through the corridor. Great kick from Bont. Finds Treloar. Numbers galore. Over the top, he's got Vandermeer. Elects to go with a poor kick. Straight down the throat of 𝐼𝐻𝐸 𝐿𝐴. And off the turnover, here come the Pies. Crisp. Got plenty of legs. Look at him go. Beautiful run. Power inboard to 𝗵𝐼𝐻𝐸. Gives it back to Crisp. Fails the hand pass to 𝐷ACOS. And he's been dispossessed. Caleb Daniel gives it out to Bont. On his not preferred. That will work out in the space of Roy Lobb. He'll give it back now to Riley West. Not a good kick. Straight down 𝐷𝐿's throat. He's had a good game today, 𝐷𝐿. Jeez, that's a poor turnover. Straight to Bont. Found a bit of footy early in this third term and a great kick. 𝐼𝐻𝐸. He's been growing the leads tonight. Big Jamara. Having a great game. And so is Bont as well. Let's see if 𝐼𝐻𝐸 can slot this home. Kick's on its way. It's going to drift. All tied up. You know, Khan, hopefully going well, mate. Darcy Moore will kick it in. Goes short to 𝐷𝐿. He'll quickly go by hand out to 𝐷ACOS. Josh now will go down towards the boundary. Well defended from Ash Johnson, but he's given away free there. O'Donnell. Now they play advantage through McCreary. He wants to hoof it now. Deep inside 50. It's Elliott and good spoil there from Richards. Only as far as Nick 𝐷ACOS. Oh, Nick 𝐷ACOS. What a goal. The outside. What does BT say? The inside out, a check sider. He kicks a beautiful goal. Great kick. And he puts the Pies in front. How about that crumb and a beautiful, beautiful check side home. Oh, that is the goal of the evening, I guess you can say.
𝐷ACOS was there for the handball receive. This is on the wing. McCreary runs about 5 steps, puts it in, and the work ethic of 𝐷ACOS gets inside 450, but then just the smarts to put on the outside of the boot.
Well, that puts the Pies in front. Oh, he goes to the bench though. Don't you hate that when they kick a goal and they just run off to the bench? Mitchell the clearance. Bontempelli able to recover it. Now out towards Liberatore. Caleb Daniel again finds more footy. McRae. Short kick. Hits the 45 out to Bailey Smith. I feel like he needs to lift a bit. He's struggled a bit this year, Bailey Smith, on getting a lot of ball. Inside 50. It works to 𝐼𝐻𝐸. He's going to get a free. Ooh, the Pies fans not happy with that one. 𝐼𝐻𝐸. Can he kick this goal and tie it up? The kick looks good. No, it's going to be touched. Not more on the line. The kick looked good, like distance. How now? Down the line. Bailey Dale well recovered. Short kick works to 𝐼𝐻𝐸. Takes a nice mark. He's got Libra as the handball received. Doesn't elect to go. He goes inside 50 instead. That's a poor kick. And 𝐼𝐻𝐸. Look at this. Springing his step. Hand passes to 𝐷ACOS. They've got numbers here, the Pies. Hand pass to 𝗵𝐼𝐻𝐸. Out to Mitchell. Markov still running. How about this from 𝐼𝐻𝐸? Can he kick a goal? He goes deep to Elliott. 1-on-1. No, sorry, that was Bobby Hill. And it rushes through for a point. Jeez, how about that from 𝐼𝐻𝐸? Intercept mark, then goes. Sprints 100 metres down the park. And, I mean, he could have kicked that goal, to be honest. Oh, there's plenty to go over, Benjamin, mate. A lot of these Pies plays are definitely underrated. Bontempelli now. Finds a centering ball. That's a poor kick. That's an un-Bont-like kick. But McNeil does well with the recovering tackle on to 𝐼𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿. Ball up. English with the big slap. McRae. Only as far as Josh Dacos. Hand pass out into space to win the holding free. That's really well done from Josh. Goes short of Penryn. Here's the cheers. He's going to break the record. Who's he going to find? And there we go. He's broken the record. Right on you, Scotty Penryn. There it is. All-time disposal getter. Beautiful from Pendles. Big congrats to him. From the behalf of the 𝐼𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 crew. How about that? And he gets it back again. Beautiful. To continue his record. And there it is. It's on the screens there. Anyway, boundary throw in, centre wing. $9,658. Beautiful record. Averaging like 25 touches a game or something. Throughout his whole career is very, very consistent and impressive. Markov drops the mark. Waitman played for the trip, not going to get it. McNeil, Bailey Smith, instantly tackled, umpire's ball. Anyway, now O'Donnell gives it back to Caleb Daniel. Bit of a fumble, bounced like a basketball almost. Jeez, what in the world was that kick? Oh, down and thrown. English out of the ruck. Misses the ball. Now Josh Dacos over the top to Bobby Hill. I can exit the stoppage here and go. Bobby Hill. He's had a quiet game. Can he get into this game more? Beautiful movement. And he finds on the lead. Jamie Elliott. A short kick to Dacos and he can wind up here. Josh Dacos. Oh, beautiful kick from Josh. Both Dacoses combining for scores and it's a great kick. 13 points it is now. Beautiful kick. Winds up from 50 out and slots it home. 8 goals, 755. 6 goals, 642. Plus by 13. Which AFL team thinks most underrated? I still really like the Giants. Like they've been really competitive in areas. They've been some good quality opposition too. Bonampelli extracts it out very nicely. Bailey Dale, they need to get that in and find a response here. The Doggies. Pye's able to find one. What can they do? Bulldogs do now. Treloar inside 50. More in a good spot. Slaps it towards the line, but 𝐓𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿, 𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝, great crunching tackle, but he gets it out. Riley West now centering ball. Should fall to a doggy here. Aaron Norton. Good movement there from the Dogs. They can go back and closing the gap. Just most underrated. Probably Sam Taylor, to be honest. Aaron Norton. Can they make this to make this a 7-point game? Should be kicking this goal. No problems at all. Doggies get a goal back. Jeez, 5 touches for Bailey Smith. He's been very quiet tonight. Mostly playing half forward, to be fair, as well.
He's playing more of a high half forward and in through the corridor. When a player starts to struggle, go back to what he knows, put him back on the wing, let him use his running ability.
Nice tackle there from Nick Dacos and Caleb. Buys ball.
Last few weeks he's dropped off a little bit. On the wing, he gets that time and space where he's not under as much pressure to use that.
Lob hit out.
That's where he's best, Ҳ𝐼𝐿𝐴.
Daniel under it. He's racking up that football. Caleb Poulter now gains some metres and goes inside 50. It's a good spot here for Norden. Oh, dropped the mark. I didn't realise it was coming to him. Wakeman now. Out to Bont. Bursts through the pack. Bontempelli. Deserved a goal there, you'd felt. But misses. They quickly tuck the kick in here, the Pies. Bianco now at half back. That's not a good kick. Caleb Poulter, the former Pie, the intercept. 𝐴𝐥𝐝 now. Can he launch for another? Out the back for Bont. Oh, what a tackle. Is it? Oh, has he got it to boot, though? It's on the ball. What a tackle from Darcy Moore. Wow. Umpire said no. What a tackle from Moore. Reminds you of the Ollie Henry tackle too. Gardner, drop the mark. Good smother from Darcy Cameron. Bianco now hacks around the corner. Oof, Dre drops the mark. Is it in the back? And yes, it is. Yeah, that's on the ball. Didn't get sure on that one. What a tackle from Moore. Cox drops the mark. Richards now. to Law. Out to Poulter. Goes deep towards 𝐼𝐴𝐥𝐝. Strong mark in the air. Who can he find? He's not got many options. Norton kicks okay. Doesn't really favour him. 𝐻𝐻𝐿 now to mop up. Nice hands over to the Bianco. And brings over the line. Dacos now gets it out of there. Oof, the bounce sort of favoured him there because it was towards the boundary. Umpires boundary throw on centre wing.
Neutral territory here.
Josh Dacos, bit of a well done from Adams, paddles it forward. McCree with a nice tackle. Trelaw holds it in. Umpire's ball. Pendlebury now. Oh, Mason Cox, what a grab. That is the one handy. Then juggles it to perfection. Well done. Okay, can the big American slot this one home? Can the big Mason Cox slot this home? Mason Cox. Oof, drifts across the face. 7-point game it is now. Eddie Richards having not a bad game. We'll take another kick in here. Go out across to the former Hawk of 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. Back to Richards. What we do with that ball? Oh, yeah, he's an important cog of your side. Oh, geez, that's risky. Oh, here we go. Nick Dacos with intercept, and he could go back here. Risky ball movement there from the Dogs. The big Nick. Slick Nick, whatever you want to call him. They can go back and slide home his second in the quarter. Ed Richards, not usually like him. He's usually a great player by foot. Didn't nail his targets there. He's got 16 touches, 8 of them contested. Chance for a second, Nick Dacos. The son of a gun, can he slot home? His second kick's on its way. Looks good. Does have the distance. It's sure does. He flushes it home. What a kick from Dacos. Oh, and Peter's off out of his seat. He's loving it too. Great kick. And that extends the Pies lead out of 13 points. Yeah, I'd say he's the favourite for the Brownlow, Godric. I mean, he's got to be. Especially after Toronto's quiet game, if he can have a good fourth term and continue and get a few disposals up Nick Dacos, I think he's a great chance. Great stuff there from Nick. So 2 goals and 17 touches to him. Who do you go for? I go for the Beijing Swans. Did you know the Sydney Swans are being relocated to Beijing, given our questionable performance? Treloar gets the clearance. Nick Dacos again. Now at Darcy Cameron. Hands it up. That's a beautiful hand pass out in the space of De Goey. Now Jordan can burst away here. Inside 50 he goes. Frampton, great mark. Unable to bring that down the ground. Gardner and Billy Frampton, the former Adelaide Crow, can slot this home. A former Port Adelaide Power member and former Adelaide Crow. Nice from the big JDG. Jordan De Goey. And Frampton extend the Pies lead here. Out to 19 points. Directly in front. 20 metres out. No mistakes there. Pies by 19. But yeah, no, the Pies, the difference again with their ball movement inside 50. Got a few marks inside 50 as well. But they're starting, yeah, I mean, they've just been doing it most of the game, really. Just been peppering the Dogs with the ball movement. Just they're so clean at post-stoppage as well, just their ability to exit. Whereas the Dogs, I feel like the Dogs, the thing is, where the Pies are beating them is also ground level too. Like a lot of these 50-50s, the Pies have just been a lot more cleaner, being able to work better. All right, Nick Dacos now. Another touch his way. Short to De Goey. Chip over the top. That's a good kick towards Crisp. Unable to hold on. Vandermeer now. Towards the wing. Well defended from Moore and Norton. Well, probably not, because I can't... I mean, I was 7 years old, Benjamin, so I don't really know. Tim English hits it out straight to Crisp. Holding free, Mitchell's weight. Inside 50, Frampton. Can he take another mark? Good crumbing there from Elliott. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 held up in the tackle, ball up. Bontempelli now back out on the ground. Another intercept coming Quaynell's way. He's having a strong game. And across now to Bobby Hill. Who's actually a chance to stop Collingwood this year? Well, that's a tough one. They're certainly the benchmark. I think if you look how the D's beat them, they were just able to really beat them with, you know, just with strong defensive ability. Anyway, Johnson can't take the mark. Is it paid? Yes, it is paid the mark. Oh, the Doggies fans are livid with that. But yeah, I think where you beat the Pies is definitely if you have a strong defensive unit, able to really suffocate them with the strong defensive transition sort of play, and obviously just nail your chances because the Pies always make you pay. Ash Johnson around the corner. They continue the onslaught. 𝐼𝐶 Johnson, beautiful goal. 11 goals, 8, 74. To 7 goals, 7, 49. Great third term from them. Oh, 7 man AFL took a trip to Florida. Oh, very nice, mate. Very nice. .224 to play. Pies all over it in this third quarter. Johnson, beautiful kick. It was an arm chop free anyway. If Port finish top 2 now, I feel like they've got to make the grand final. 𝐷𝐸, another touch coming his way. Hand passes, beautiful vision out to 𝐷𝐸. Low kick, nice one on the lead, Taylor Adams. Who can he find? Few leading options inside 50. Yeah, nice, Benji, mate. Is he going to wind up for goal? Taylor Adams. He's going to set it up. Not a good kick. Tim English's ball every day of the week. Bailey-Dale now down the line. It's a good kick. 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐪. Well, can they get a goal before the three-quarter time bell, the Dogs? Disappointing third term it's been now. Unable just to stop this sweltering attack of the Pies. And they've struggled really at these 50-50s again. They just clobber them up. But never mind, there's a chance here. No, not when there's Jeremy Howe. Oh, 𝐷𝐸. Oh, how about that from Nick? Just steals it out of... Just rips it out of Jeremy Howe's mitts. He just wants those touches. And he wins the high. Well done there from 𝐷𝐸. Tarrant's my favourite player. Yeah, and I mean, I'll tell you what, like... He's important, I think, Adams. Well, last year he certainly was. But yeah, with just a few more important additions to the Pies side, I feel like he's moved out a little midfield a little bit more. But yeah, when he got injured, it definitely hurt him. Yeah. All right, Noble now. 44 seconds to play. Few cheers in the crowd whenever Pendles gets the ball. Short now to 𝐼𝐶. Darcy Cameron, look at that, just bang. Right on Keith's head. 𝐷𝐸 again, beautiful. And he just launches inside 50. The chance here, 𝐼𝐗𝐤, good mark. And there we'll now sound the three-quarter time bell. The Pies dominant third term. They just do it every week now. Just assert their dominance. And they now have a comfortable margin by 25 points, leading into the final term. Have a look at the stats. Come back time, baby. Have a look at live ladder as well. Let's have a look. So yeah, Bulldogs are sitting at 6th with this game. Dropped a few percentage, but yeah, the Pies just continue to sit in first place for this win. Alright, some of these stats, shall we? So 3/4 time, Maggie's by 25, just strong turn from them. They're just so strong with turning the ball. As soon as they get it, just their ability to break away. It's been so strong, and the Bulldogs have been pretty weak at ground level. But yeah, for the Pies, leading the inside 50s just by 2. Clearances are dead even at 30 apiece, but I just feel like they've won the more 50-50s and been really good at moving the ball. +6 contested possessions the Doggies' way still. Pies +15 marks. 3 more marks inside 50s their way as well, 15-12. 52 tackles to 39 as well, the Pies' way. 24 for Nick. What a third term that was. Sensational. He's a joy to watch. I mean, obviously, I'm a bit jealous. I wish we had him at the Swannies. It'd be awesome to have him. But no, he's a sensational player. He's putting together another great game. 9 clearances as well to his name as well. 6 tackles to Bontempelli, Dacos, and Caleb Daniel. Clearance leader of Nick Dacos with 9. Leading almost every statistical department as well. Riley West with 3 goal assists. 8 in possessions. Clonal's having a really strong game. He's got 8. Nathan Murphy with 8. Contested possession leader. Nick Dacos with 13. 10 for Bontempelli. Inside 50s, 5 to Nick Dacos to 𝐼𝐻𝐿 Mitchell. Very, very good.
My favorite murder? No spoilers. Can't pay any of our bills. You just lost your job. We have a baby on the way, so tell me, how are we going to get by? She is the victim of the West Side Ripper.
How much did Pies win by now? They're a great last quarter team. Yeah, should get done by probably around similar margin. I know. Maybe the Doggies respond with a few in a row. But it's really felt like it's just been 𝐼𝐻𝐿 and that's it. I mean, Norn's been on the end of the few. Waitman had a strong first quarter, but it's faded out. They just need more from a few of those players.
Craziest thing I've ever pulled out of a sewer? A godhead deer. Bowling balls. Could be anything. We do this stuff so your all lives can continue and you flush your toilets.
New series, Sewer Divers, starts Wednesday, July 19th on Discovery. You're watching Friday Night Footy on Fox.
Three-quarter time at Marvel Stadium where we have just witnessed a Collingwood masterclass in that third term. They kicked 6 goals to the Bulldogs runs, now led by a game high 25 points. The class and skill of the Dacos brothers has been on full display. Nick with 2 goals and 9 clearances, if you don't mind. Brother Josh with a goal as well. What weapons they are fully ahead of them. Bulldogs, they did so much right in the first half, and attention now turns to how they respond, how they contain this Collingwood juggernaut. Brad Johnson, Nathan Buckley, what a quarter and what a moment in that third term where Scott Pendlebury became the highest ever disposal getter in AFL history. Bucks, you know him so well, and he's still got a bit of footy left in him.
Yeah, he does, Captain.
Elliott finding form right past the season. Yeah, he sure is, mate. Yeah, it's good that he's healthy too, because that's where it hurts them as well. He's a little bit injury prone towards the twilight of his career. But yeah, no, they've just been so strong in multiple areas really this whole game. Finding avenues to win. That's the what's the word? Variety, uniqueness. Very, I can't think of the word. Versatile. There it is. Versatile team. But of course, congrats to Pendle as well. I obviously said it when he did do it, but breaking the all-time disposal record, sensational. Don't worry, though. Angus Sheldrick will be there in 15 years' time. Go on, Gusser. Bloody oath.
Yeah, 11 touches, 7 contested, and 3 clearances in that quarter, and 2 goals as well. So, see that first goal he kicked, he went to the bench and was checking in on Robbie Gregory, who was subbed out, obviously.
Can be over soon, Maker.
Half-time, but I thought
Yeah, I'd imagine so, because it's the 4th quarter.
enjoyed him going into space going forward, but you know, the efficiency of both sides was where the difference in that quarter was. Collingwood very efficient, and the Dogs just not able to get.
Pendle's officially best player in the VFL AFL history. Oh, he'd definitely be up there. He has to be. I feel like he's still underrated at times. Like, he isn't talked about as up there, but he certainly is. And with the all-time breaking record, definitely have to be up there. Yeah, I mean, obviously before JPK retired, he broke the clearance record, not clearance, contested possession record, which is great to see too. Lipinski, strong mark. How about that? Inside 50, and then he can go back. Another $1, yeah, mate. Working hard, not hardly working, mate. Paddy Lipinski's been sort of quiet tonight. See if he can get on the board. Directly in front from 50 out. Kick looks good. There's up the distance. It sure does. The crowd likes it. It's home. Jesus, already a minute in. The Pies already have a goal. 31-point margin now. Now back in the middle we go. Umpire's ball. Getting back in time for it. Yeah, very nice, mate. Bontempelli clearance. And the Aussies maybe hit back with a few in a row. But the Pies' defence has been very strong, and their rebound ability has been very good too. Josh Dacos having another good game. G'day, Nicky. Welcome to the stream, mate. Down the line now. English and Johnson go at it. Liberatore. Hands it to Daniel. Works to Bont. Well done there from Adams. Corridor kick. Works to Crisp. Gives it now to Nick Dacos. Now out to 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐻. He can launch here from 50. Kick on the run. It's good anyway because it'll fall to Jamie Elliott. Beautiful. Again off the turnover. Jamie Elliott can go back now. Yeah, no, cheers, Nick. Appreciate it, mate. Jamie Elliott slots it home. The Pies continue the onslaught. That's 13 goals now. 37 points the margin. That's a great kick from 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐻 out in the space of Elliott. Great mark. Nah, I've been in Australia, mate. A few times. Camera on the head out. English. Oof, reads it well. Beautiful hands from 𝐼𝐴 out to Mitchell. Back into the 𝐵𝐴nCO now to Cameron now to 𝐼𝐴. They get it working. Crisp now. Side 50. Oh, flow there was Jamie Elliott. A few bodies went to the ground there. Cal Daniel brings it over. Will he celebrate with Sydney win a flag? I don't know, to be honest. It's hard to see us win a flag at the moment. Love to see it though. Chance last year. Yeah, but a bitter end to our year last year, which is a shame. Boundary throw in. 𝐼𝐴 to McRae to Bontempelli. Dishes out to Poulter. Can they get some in movement going here, the Pies? But this is what the Dogs, but this is what the Pies do so well. They just force you back. Nowhere to go. Keith now will have to try the corridor, but that's just a poor kick. It's going straight down Jack Crisp's throat. He'll chip it out now to Josh 𝐼𝐴. Pies system on top at the moment. Adams now. Out of the goey. Short kick now, Terrell Adams. Adams now will play on, goes towards the pocket. Good kick to Mason Cox. Oh, and he's taken the mark. Beautiful grab. Mason Cox can't slot it home. Would have been good to see. The USA chance starting. Bailey Dale now. Usually a great kick of the footy. Nice there to Dre. Struggling to find anything. And he's run too far. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's going to be Ash Johnson's free. Kick. Oh, good spoil from the guy. Only falls to Crisp though. And a fly here, possibly for Jamie Elliott. Almost takes it. But recovers well with a good second effort. English now gets it out to Bailey Dale. Out of defence he goes. Got to go here, Waitman. He did okay. More under it. Oh, that's well done from Waitman. That's a great tackle. That's a throw. McNeil over the top to Liberatore. On his right boot now. Centers up to Norden. Oh, that's a great mark. Back with the flight. Well, chances for the Dogs to get there first in a while. Aaron Norton now should slot this home. And sneaks it home, Doggies. Get their 8th and Norton's 4th. Yeah, no worries, Badger. Welcome, stream, mate. Pies versus Port Granny. Yeah, it probably is leaning towards that now. You think so? But yeah, the Port have just got to break that sort of that hoodoo of finally making a grand final because they've made a few prelims and lost them.
Fourth goal for Aaron Norton as he kicks back the deficit, but the Bulldogs have activated their sub. So 𝐻𝐡𝐞 comes in and it's James O'Donnell who has been subbed out this
So John O'Donnell's dropped out of the game. 𝐻𝐡𝐞's in.
32-point margin with 14.5 minutes to play. The Dogs do here. Can they get something going?
To Goey now. We use 𝐵𝐴nCO along the wing.
On
Corridor kick. Really good one. 𝐴𝐵 now. Inboard to Bont. Over the top to Waitman. Good movement here. It's now a chance for Riley West. Oh, 𝐼𝐗𝐥𝐝, that's unlucky. He almost grabbed that. That would have been a sensational mark. Gardner now. Inside 50 in the direction of Norton. Oof, drops the mark almost. Soccer. Oof, that would have been creative if someone was there, but intercepted from out. Josh Dacos now. 𝐵𝐿𝐴𝐵. Go back to Josh. We've got Collingwood at the MCG next week. Yeah, Freo, I think I've got it. Yeah, bloody hell, it's going to be toughy. Well, you played at the MCG quite well. So there you go. I mean, we only lost by 28 odd points when we versed them at the G. Sarring ball, Waitman, good mark. That was bottom from Norton. Good, had a good smother. Well, this is a much new kick tip. Maybe put this game back alive. I mean, if he kicks this, it's still going to be a 25-point margin. But they need anything they can get. Aaron Norton, Cody Waitman should kick this goal, and he has missed. A few Bronx cheers from the crowd there. How now out of the fence. 𝐿𝐴𝐵 gives it to Caleb Daniel. Lowers the eyes in the direction of Norton. Does okay. Over the top to 𝐼𝐗𝐥𝐝. That's beautifully pressured there from Alfred Muller. Out in the full. Noble now to launch out of the fence. Oh, kick smothered. Bloody another smother. Norton. Nah, that's unselfish. Not enough. Jeez, he had over the top there, 𝐼𝐗𝐥𝐝. 8 goals, 10 now for the Doggies. 𝐴𝐵, good mark. G'day, Wombat. How about them, Tig? Yeah, they had a great win last night, mate. Played very strong from the second half onwards. Oh, almost 𝐼𝐗𝐥𝐝. Nice tap. Chance for Bont now. Chance for Waitman. He's kicked it. Well, they're alive. It's a 4-goal. Well, 23 points. It's under 4 goals. And there's 11:47 to play. So still plenty of time.
There's another intercept from the Bulldogs to keep the ball in their forward half. They got it back in. Good confidence from 𝐼𝐗𝐥𝐝. And then there was the calmness of
England 7 down. Stokes. Oh, another ramp. Bloody hell. Well, we're bouncing back well after our shit show in the when batting. Bloody hell. Well. 11:47 to play. They need 4 goals. Could they do it? And the umpire falls over. It's just like bloody last night when that happened. McRae now. Usually good kick inside 50. Well done from Moore. Crumbing from Waitman's good. Hand pass out only as far as Darcy Moore. Grubbering ball towards the boundary. Ooh, is that a deliberate? Has to be. Yes, it is. Yeah, hopefully your shift went well, Riley. Welcome straight, mate. No, you're joining a good time. We could maybe have a bit of a game on here. I'm not too sure. Did the Dogs find some options? Tim English in a good spot here. Big Timmy drops the mark. 𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿 now. Bit of a rush kick. Another point his way. Geez, a lot of points from the Doggies in this final term. Pendle's now short to Jeremy Howe. That's where that the ball. Chris free. Good shift, Carl. Sleep there. Yeah, fair enough, mate.
Does that now, the Mason Cox targeted ball. Gardner the knockdown liberal with great hands. Got it to Caleb Daniel. He's pursued back to English.
Caleb Daniel now has been going hard all night. Keith, good mark. Need to get it going quickly. Probably prefer Skittles. Lucky, mate. Haven't had Skittles in a while, though. 𝐓𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐴 in a good spot. That's a nice tap, McNeil. A bit fumbly there. 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴. Kick over towards the direction of Johnson. Not paid the mark. Daniel. Not going to be paid the high there either. Yeah, no, it said pies for 22. Bloody hell. That would be nice. Shame it isn't the first game, though, because the margin means nothing. On to Pelly. Well done. Gets the hands out, but it was really well defended from the Pies. Now they can get exit here. Jack Crisp. Good kick. Bobby Hill on the end of it. He can go back. Yeah, that's true, Nick. Anyway, all line Mason Cox. Good movement, good mark. Big Mace can go back. The big Mason, oh, he's going to go for the snap. Mason Cox. Oh, he's hit the post. That would have brought the house down. Well, it's still under 4 goals. Time slipping away for the Dogs, though. Bailey Dale now, low kick. It works. Can't fucking see. McRae. Not a good kick. Nice tackle there from Vandermeer. And I'm sorry, that's Anthony Scott. Umpire's ball. Natural law. Good mark there from Riley West. Throwing ball to Bont. Ah, he's fallen over Bont. That could be costly. 𝐷𝐿𝐴 now. They're all out here. Jordan 𝐷𝐿𝐴. Nice chipping ball out to McCrory. McCrory now just going to set a long bomb downtown. Oh, that's Johnson. Drops the mark. Could have taken that one. Umpire's ball. 23 points with 8 minutes to play. Time ticking away here for the Dogs to make a possible comeback. English hit out. Only as far as Adams. Centering ball. Cox almost again with one-handed. 𝐷𝐿𝐴. Oh, hits the post. Geez, that would have been special. Directly for goals now. Bailey Dale now goes short to Bailey Williams. Back to Dale. Good running carry from him. Out to Smith. Ball's nice to McRae. They've got the numbers here. Treloar. Over to Bailey Smith. Loves a running carry, this man. Not a good kick, though. Doesn't really favour 𝐼𝐗𝐤. But they find the boundary. And good pressure there. Ball up.
His best footy looks like. Frampton down.
And Miles ball again.
Nowhere to go.
Collingwood have saturated this stoppage.
Dacos.
Beautiful movement there from Nick again. And how about that? Just like that. Beautifully hits out a teammate. Bobby Hill.
That shouldn't happen. Collingwood have two
Go back to Josh Dacos.
Bulldogs have two extra out.
Back to Noble.
Find a target like that. Such composure and skill from a young fella. He is great by either foot and either hand.
Josh Dacos now.
Here's Josh Dacos.
Tim English, a good mark. Got to go quick here, the doggies.
Keep going.
24 points, he's holding it up.
It's going to be a long week for Gardner. Way too slow.
Geez, he's been in the wars tonight. Gardner in game number 50. Few bumps, few bruises. He's been hobbling around. Heath now out across to Caleb Poulter. Norton pushed out, and he's going to win a free here against 𝐲𝐿. Norton will get it back here. Short now to McRae. Poulter now, he can line up. Caleb Poulter. If you don't mind, that's a great kick for goal. Beautiful. Well, they need 3 goals in 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Could they be? Are they a chance here? Maybe. Nice save from Pulse. Ooh, can they do it? Lob out to Smith. They'll get the centre clearance here, the Dogs. Smith out to 𝐸. Who can he find on the lead, maybe? Oh, 𝐲𝐿 again. He's been big. Very big. Kick out of McCree's a lovely one. Wonder if we get a Brownlow tonight, 𝐲𝐿. It's his 8th intercept. He's been very strong. Now McCreery. Bow now. A low kick. Cameron can't take the mark. 𝐸𝐿 kick. Oh, McNeil's going to be part of the mark. It's the 45 out to 𝐼𝐗𝐤. And Cameron in the hole. Good mark. .439. Cameron now. Out across to Murphy. Now to 𝐲𝐿. Pendles now. Using the ball nicely here, the Pies just ticking down the seconds. Frampton gets up, can't take the mark.
Little one in there for Scott. They eventually dig it out. Keith couldn't quite get it.
And a boundary throw.
Elliott takes it out of bounds.
Yeah, no, I'd probably take that. Probably wouldn't mind heading down to Perth. I've always wanted to head to Optus to watch a game. Maybe someday. Umpire's ball. It's probably done now. The Dogs think the Pies should hold on here. But they've looked the overall strongest team tonight, of course. Just been able to beat them all. Pretty much in every department, almost. Anyway, Dogs get inside 50 again here. 𝐴𝐴 almost took another mark. Bianco now. To Mitchell. Back to Pendles. A rare fumble from him. Scott to Smith. Breaks the Branco tackle, but just nowhere to go. So he'll go in his left boot. Hoping for the best, but Darcy Moore, a strong mark. Been very strong defensively tonight, the Pies. Working well together as a back six. Jeremy Howe out across now to Noble. Noble short to 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴. Probably free out at home, you'd think, mate. I don't back us at Optus. Even though I feel like we are decent there. Tim English, a nice mark. Treloar, good mark. High ball inside 50. Howard at best. Pendle's there to mop up. Noble. Out to Crisp. 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴. Good movement. Mitchell out to 𝐴𝐴𝐿𝐴. Running carries very good. McCrory can go. Oh, look at that speed. Oh, he falls over. That was actually a decent chase from Bont. Bont now racks it up. Hand pass inboard to Scott. Then the Cray instantly tackled by Jamie Elliott. A crunching tackle, that is.
That's why he's so loved by the coaching staff at Collingwood. Might have hurt himself too, Billy Elliott. He's coming off.
English hit out. 𝐵𝐼𝐿𝐴. Gets the hands out. 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴. Poulter. In the direction of 𝐴𝐴𝐿𝐴. Gains some metres, and that's nice. Mitchell now. Can hack it round the corner. Big Cox. Oh, Tim English. Back with a flight. That was a great effort. Vandermeer. Nice ball into Bont. He's got over the other side of 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴. He can go. Vandermeer, low kick. Oh, another fumble from 𝐼𝐴𝐴. Oh, jeez, he somehow made that work. Riley West. Good answer from Williams. Now Anthony Scott, the sub. Can he find the goals? It's a high ball. Norton can fly. No one can take the mark. Should get a goal from here. Waitman. Kicks and goals. That's probably too little too late. A minute to go and 2 goals. Don't think there's enough time. Well, they've been pretty strong in this fourth term, the Dogs, to make this a close game, but it's just that third quarter that's really killed them. Yeah, good. Thanks, 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴, mate. How many goals did Elliott have? That's a good question. He has 4 goals. He's been awesome tonight. Ugh. But yeah, Maggie should be home from here. I've been having a decent game. He's got his 3rd. Pretty quiet after quarter time, though. Minute to play. Should be good from here at Collingwood. English, very well done, Reinhart. Terrible kick. Hit the belly of the ball. Noble back to Howe. Oh, well done from Noble. Pendlebury now. Backs on the shoe forward. Mitchell gains it forward. Under this one, 𝐵𝐼𝐿𝐴 gets the hands out. Now to 𝐬𝐿𝐴 over to Caleb Daniel. Great tackle from McCrory. He holds it up. Umpire's ball. Well, overall, pretty good game of Friday Night Footy, I have to say. Both teams very strong. But yeah, the Pies just outclassing and out-hunting the Dogs, I think, with the ball movement. Very strong win from them. Richards. Good tackle from 𝐓𝐴. Now, Caleb Daniel. Strong mark from Crispin. We paid the mark. Well, here we go. The Pies get it done by 22. No, sorry, 12 points. I was going to say I thought it was 22 because I tipped them by that. But what a win. Great win from Collingwood. An overall strong game of Friday Night Footy. Pies really good in that third term. And honestly, you just knew they were going to come back after that poor start of the game. I mean, their ball movement strong. Pretty strong in the contest. Break even in the contest possessions. And yeah, just dead them with transition because that's where the Doggies have been pretty weak. And they get it done by 2 goals. And look, probably could have won by more. Felt the Bulldogs had a strong last term. But Collingwood too good. 11 goals, 11.79. 13 goals, 11.89. The Pies stay in first place. And obviously we'll have to wait on Port Adelaide if they can continue their win streak and see if they can tie it up on the ladder. But yeah, the Pies, 137.1% they get. Alright, so we're looking. And then yeah, the Bulldogs sit 6th with 103.9%. So yeah, the percentage is sort of hurting the Bulldogs, but they are pretty comfortable in the win and loss column at the moment. Have a look at the team stats before we end up, fellas. The Doggies beat them on the disposals. Plus 6 inside 50s for the Dogs. So it's another one of those games from the Dogs where they actually win the inside 50 count but don't win. But yeah, the Pies are still clearly the better side. Plus 3 clearances the Doggies' way. Plus 17 contested possessions, but it was just the Pies able to beat them by damaging disposal when breaking away from the packs. 124 marks and 93 the Pies' way. Who are the high disposal goals? Caleb Daniel had a good game, 32. Dacos 29 and 2 goals. Was really strong in that third term, kicking those 2 goals when it mattered. 11 clearances to him as well. He was strong. Bontempelli with 29. He had a nice game. Who else is up there? 11 score involvements for Cody Waitman, 10 for Norton, 10 for Bontempelli. Contest possession leaders, Dacos for 15, and so is Bontempelli, both for 15. 3 contest marks for Norton and 𝐼𝗗𝐤𝐪. They were pretty strong in the air. They couldn't do enough. Liberatorily in the game for centre clearances of the 5 inside 50s for Mitchell. No, 6 inside 50s, sorry, for Mitchell and 𝐷𝐿𝐼. And intercept possessions, 𝐴𝐻𝐼𝐻 was brilliant. 10 intercept possessions. He was a superstar. Murphy was strong and Moore was strong as well. 8 each. Now, anyways, fellas, the Pies too got a really strong win from them. They're the team to beat, and should look like a good chance for them. I mean, they have been a good chance for like the whole year, but another just professional win from them. Looking good in every area, and they're going to be a hard team to beat come September. Strong performance, and not bad from the Doggies, but just let it slip in that third term. So yeah, fellas, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your weekend. Should be a ripping round of footy. Yeah, strong win from the Maggies. Some great performers in that team. But yeah, that's it from me, fellas. Have a good weekend. Take care. Yeah. Cheers for tuning in, everyone. And I think that's everything I need to say. Actually, like, subscribe. That's always heavily appreciated. And yeah, catch you later.